Do I have a witness in this house that we serve a mighty God?
Amen.
Do I have anybody in this house that God has been good to you? How many of you know that angels are still watching over us? How many of you have experienced where Satan intended to destroy, but God blocked it? How many of you know that we serve a mighty God? I am just amazed at the grace of God, His protection and His care. And just when I think that God has done His best on me, He surprises me again. Is there anybody in this house whom God has surprised? I just like when God surprises me. My wife tells me that I'm good at surprising her. I'm learning from God, amen? Because when God surprises me, it blows my mind. It's like God always exceeds my imagination beyond my imagination. Have you ever imagined some things that you thought were impossible? And then God comes in and He supersedes that impossibility you had in your mind? Oh boy, sometimes I have to say, take it easy with my God. Take it easy with me, God. Take it easy. Calm down, God. This is too much. It is amazing. Amazing grace. I am getting accustomed to the fact that Satan's greatest temptation or his greatest challenge that he places in your way is God's opportunity to work the greatest miracle in your life. Oh boy, you didn't get it, you miss it, you miss it, you miss it, you miss it. When Satan tempts you the greatest, God is saying, all right, Satan, you are setting me up so that I can come through in a marvelous way. And that is why nowadays, when you're going through your test, sometimes you can't see the light of the test. It's only in hindsight you know it's a test. But when I'm asking God to teach me to appreciate each challenge as an opportunity to see His power. I know that our far spent. I'm so delighted to see dear sister tonight. Oh, bless my heart. It's a joy. Let the church say, praise the Lord. I'm telling you, these things are marvelous. And for you in particular, God is about to do something marvelous in your life. You've seen nothing yet. And even when the devil wants to tell you otherwise, rebuke him in the name of Jesus. For this is got to be the best thing anybody can do to themselves. Am I talking to the church? I have news for somebody in this house. Somebody in this house, you see, you have not yet given your life to Jesus. When I'm done tonight, I'm going to tell you my intention. I'm going to call you to give your life to Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, that's my intention. So I'm telling you my intention before I start preaching. So when you hear me calling, don't sit down and look at me as you are talking. We'll be kind enough to come to your feet in honor to the word of God tonight. Every now and then I get carried away in the goodness of the Lord. In the book of Genesis, we are still in the book of Genesis. Are you enjoying the book of Genesis? If you cannot understand the book of Genesis, you cannot understand the theology of the Bible. For Genesis is the beginning of God's intervention in the human family. Am I talking to the church? We're going to the 19th chapter of the book of Genesis. Last time we were here, we dealt with a particular chapter. We are going to chapter 19 tonight. Are we together? Are we together? And from verse 1 until we get to verse number 10. If you are there, let me hear you say amen. If you can see what is projected on the screen, say praise the Lord. That means you don't have to struggle with the Bible tonight. Amen. For it's on the screen. I'll read verse number 1. You'll read verse number 2. And we'll continue in alternate manner until we get to verse number 10. If you are ready for the word of God, let me hear you say amen. Let me see the hands of you who are coming for the very first time. Stick up your hand and show the devil that you're happy to be in the house of the Lord. Stick up your hand and say praise the Lord. Oh, great, 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 great. So some of you are waiting until the last time to come. But praise God, you've come. Amen. In verse number 1 of Genesis 19, And the Bible says in the King James Version, and there came two angels to Sodom at eve. And Lot sat at the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. Verse 2, everybody.
And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night.
And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him, and entered his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat.
But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
And Lot went out of the door unto them, and shut the door after him.
And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
Behold now, I have two daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
And they said, stand back. They said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs to be judged. Now will we deal worse with him than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man and even Lot, and came near to break the door. Verse 10.
But the men put forth their hands, and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door.
Father, in this moment, in this very moment, stand up in this house and declare the unsearchable truth of your word. I pray, God of heaven, that as we have walked into this place, some have come, Lord, to hear a word from you, a word that will satisfy the longing of their hearts. Someone has walked into this place desiring to know which way to turn. I pray tonight that you'll speak to them the peace of your commandments. Open to them, God, the floodgates of heaven, and pour your will and your intent into their lives. I pray tonight, God, you'll give your words direction and power, simplicity and authority. I come against every plan of the devil, every principality and power in this place was come to cause confusion and destruction. Scatter the plans of the devil, God. Break down every idol in this place, cast out every foe. I pray the angels who excel in strength, who do your biddings, will surround this place. Wind of the Holy Ghost, blow in this place in a miraculous way. Lift up your words and press them forcefully to our hearts. We submit to your will and to your way. In Jesus' name, let God's people say, praise the Lord. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I'd like for you to help me announce my subject for tonight, which is when God visits. Holla back at me. Touch your neighbor and say, the title for tonight is When God Visits. I want for you to touch the first neighbor and say, neighbor. Neighbor, it's dangerous to delay. I want for you to touch the next neighbor and say, neighbor. Oh neighbor, I am trusting in the Lord. Work with the first neighbor and say, neighbor. It's dangerous to delay. But touch the next neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm trusting in the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, our passage finds itself in a very unique place in this text of scripture and in the book of Genesis. It carries with it the seriousness of an attempt by God to reach cities and people whom he of people who would have known the ways of God. The people would have been exposed to what God did to the tribes of people in the days of Noah. Touch your neighbor and say, learn from other people's mistakes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Bible lets us know that by the time Sodom and Gomorrah was created, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, when Abraham was carried out of Ur of the Chaldeans, he had his nephew Lot with him. Are you with me so far? Now, Lot's father Haran had died at an early age in Lot's life, and so Abraham took Lot under his wings, trained Lot in the ways of God, so until God was able to say of Abraham, I know him that he will command his whole soul after righteousness. For Abraham was a man who loved the ways of God. And I'm telling you that one night, and Abraham delighted to do the will of Almighty God, to the extent that God says he's a man after my own heart. He's a friend of God. There came a day when Abraham was expanding on the left and on the right and all around, and now Lot also was becoming powerful, and the tradesmen and the herdsmen began to complain between the two people groups, between Abraham's people and Lot's people. And Abraham says, lift up your eyes and see where you want to go. If you go to the east, I'll go to the west. If you go to the plain, I'll take the mountain. And the Bible says that Lot turned his eyes toward the plains, and he saw the beauties of Sodom, and he entered toward Sodom. Lot did not go to Sodom. He went toward Sodom. Am I talking to the church? But after a while, Sodom drew near to Lot. Am I talking to the church? And after a while, the activities that were in the main city of Sodom and Gomorrah became the activities where Lot lived. Am I talking to the church? And the Bible says after God came down to examine the status of Sodom and Gomorrah, they had gotten witnesses from Abraham, because the Bible tells us that Abraham went down there and he conquered some kings that had come against Sodom and Gomorrah and had given victory to Sodom and Gomorrah. And by so doing, the people of Sodom heard about Yahweh, heard about the laws of God, heard about the principles of God. They were without excuse.
Amen. That's right.
Not only that, but God arranged it, though it was not his plan for Lot to have dwelt in Sodom. Lot went there so that Lot could be a witness among them. Am I talking to the church? For God will cause things to work together for good, for his glory. Am I talking to the church? Even when Satan means it for evil, God will turn it around for what? For our good. So now Lot was there. And the Bible says that Sodom had a problem. And what was the problem of Sodom and Gomorrah? The problem of Sodom and Gomorrah was materialism. They had the problem of sexual immorality. They had the problem of idleness. What did I say it was? And Ellen White says one of the greatest evil that can come upon somebody is the evil of idleness. For Satan finds work for idleness. All right. Are you hearing me? Yes. Satan finds work for idle people. Yes. But once you are occupied with the ways and will of God, Satan has no time to tempt you. Am I talking to the church? For you are hooked up on Jesus Christ. Yes. The Bible lets us know, ladies and gentlemen, that is the problem. What's the problem of Sodom and Gomorrah? They were caught up in materialism. They wanted to make wealth. They wanted to be rich at every cost, to the extent that they sold out their salvation upon the altar of making money. Isn't that the case in Canada? Yes. Come on and talk to me, somebody. Yes. Isn't that the case in Canada, where we are all about the almighty dollar? Isn't the case in Canada, where sexual immorality run wild? Yes. Am I talking to the church? Yes. And the Bible says when God looked down there and saw what was happening, God says, I'm going down. But before God went down,
The Bible says in chapter 19 verse 1, and now the two angels. That now is referring to another event when the angels had come. That is made plain in chapter 18. For in chapter 18, there were angels who came to who? To Abraham. And when the angels came to Abraham, the angels said, I have two missions to tell you about Abraham. The first one, where's your wife, Sarah? Abraham says she's in the tent. God says next year this time you will be pregnant. Then God says, the next item I have to tell you, Abraham, is that I'm going down to Sodom to destroy it. Am I talking to the church? And while God was talking to Abraham, God sent two angels ahead of him to Sodom.
Thanks, boy, because I tell you I was using a lot. You know, praise God. Let the church say amen. Amen. The devil doesn't want this word to go out tonight, but we rebuke him in the name of Jesus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the angels who came to Lot at this time were the angels who had left Abraham and left God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit with Abraham, and the angels came down to Sodom. Am I talking to the church? But watch this very carefully. While God sent the angels to investigate and to see what was happening in Sodom, Abraham was negotiating with God. Sodom and Gomorrah and the men and women there who were caught up in immorality did not know that the destruction just walked into the city. And they were busy doing their own thing while one man was pleading for the entire city. Here's what Abraham did. Abraham says, Lord, when God said to Abraham, you know, I'm going down to Sodom to destroy it. Abraham said, hold on, God. You're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, but my nephew's down there. And the reason God said to Abraham, I'm going down there, is because God loved Abraham. And he knew that Abraham had family in Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not talking to the church. So God says, I cannot go and do it without talking to Abraham. And Abraham says, God, let me bargain with you tonight. But Abraham wanted to rescue the city. So Abraham says, God, will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? In other words, what Abraham was doing is to assume that Lot had remained faithful. You know, some of those friends, when they go to foreign, they don't remember your number. Oh boy, I tell you, these people only have not experienced these things. You have some family members now. When they leave where you are, they forget your number, they forget your address. Not even Facebook doesn't work for them anymore, let alone WhatsApp. It was the case with Lot. When Lot went to Sodom, Abraham heard nothing of Lot again. I'm not talking to the church. And so Abraham says, at least there must be 50 down here. But if Lot goes evangelism and preaching glimpses of the kingdom crusade down there, then somebody at least 50 in two cities might be saved. Must have started a little seminary in the church down there. So Abraham says, so God, in his full knowledge, realized that they were not 50. So Abraham says, all right, if we minus 5 from the 50, and come down to 45. Will you still save the city? God says, yes, if 45, I'll save the city. Look at the generosity of God. God is not willing that anybody should perish, but God lingers long. God waits long. Amen. That's right. Amen. And then Abraham realized that the 5 not cutting it. So Abraham started to move in tens now. He said, you'll find 30. Will they destroy the city? God said, even for 30 in 2 huge cities, I will spare it. God said, Abraham, would I just scan the city? There is now 30 down here. Abraham said, what about 20? Lot must have done some evangelism. In all this time, must could have baptized 20 people down here. God said, Evangelism never works so well in that city. So they were not 20 down there. Okay. So Abraham says, my God, how am I going to do this? I could imagine Abraham scratching his head and say, what am I going to do now? And then Abraham says, God, don't be upset with me, you know. But this last time, hear me as I negotiate. If you find 10, will you sell the city? And why did Abraham settle at 10? For Lot was married. Yes. And Lot had 2 daughters who were married with their husbands. And he had 2 daughters who were not married. So Abraham says, at least I'm accounting for my family, which is a family of 10. Come on and say, praise the Lord. So Abraham says, at least Lot's family must have stayed true to the calling of God. God said, all right, I work with the dead. Now the angels turn up to Lot. And Lot was at the gate. No, at the gate, that is where business takes place. At the gate, that is where laws are enacted. At the gate, that's where justice is split. That is why the Bible says that the headquarters of the gates of hell shall not prevail, because that's where strategies are built. Am I talking to the church? So Lot being a judge, a high man down here in Sodom and Gomorrah, when the angels appeared, Lot saw them, but Lot did not know they were angels. Lot should have known though. But when you put yourself to dwell among unclean people, yes, and ungodly people, your perception and discernment of God becomes sweltered and quilted and are messed up. Am I talking to the church? Yes. I have to pause here to tell you something before the night ends. You've got to watch the friends you have. Yes. Yes. Some friends appear to be walking with you, but they are walking against you. Am I talking to the church? Oh, yes. And some people are just against what you are against, but they are not for you. Am I talking to the church? You've got to ask God to give you the discernment to give you good friends. Am I talking to the church? Friends who will guide you in the path of righteousness. Friends who will encourage you to do righteousness and not to walk according to the perversion of sin. Am I talking to the church? When I wanted a little wife, you know, I was about 18. Yeah. Got baptized when I was 8, so I didn't have any experience in womenness. Praise God about that too. Yes. One little girl never have. And I married her. And after a while, Pastor, when the struggles became real, I prayed and I said, God, show me my little spooky now. Yeah, God and I reasoning, you know, God and I were best friends at that time, you know. He said, God, show me my wife. So one day I was walking in a community and I was going through, I was a nice little guy, I said hello to everybody. And I saw this mother and daughter came out, this little brownie looked at me and she said, hello. And God said, to the right, to the right. I said, what do you mean, God? To the right. I said, God said, do you remember what you prayed about? To the right, to the right. I said, God, you know the desire of my heart. She looks even better than I dreamt. One of the things I prayed God for is that He would give me a woman who will help me to walk according to the principles of God. Am I talking to the church?